What's the most important lesson you've learned, though, about making investments from the foundation today that you learned along the way?
Microsoft, I had two partners who were amazing. I had Paul Allen in the early days, and then Steve Ballmer as the company got bigger. And we would not have achieved anything what we did without those partnerships. Because, you know, when things are tough, when you're making big decisions, having somebody who's really in there with you, committed, you know, for me, I couldn't have done without that. For the foundation, Melinda's an amazing partner. She thinks about the people issues better than I do. She, you know, knows when I get overexcited about the science. She can, you know, make sure we're being realistic about it, and it makes it fun. You know, last week I went to Europe to World Economic Forum. She went to Nigeria, and then this weekend we just sat and talked about, okay, what did we see? What does that say about the work we should do? And so, you know, I don't think I'd enjoy it without a partner, and particularly someone amazing like her.
It's more fun with a partner. I mean, Charlie and I have had more fun working together than either one of us would have had individually, and we have never had an argument after working together for 58 years.
You talk every day?
Not anymore, because we know what the other guy's going to say. We just grunt. We talked it all out 50 years ago.
So if you see Charlie and he says, "Why haven't you called me?" you'd say, "Well, I knew what you'd say anyway."
Absolutely. No, there's no question about it. But we still have a lot of fun together.
All right, right there. Well, let's see, number two.
Hi, my name is Molly Zanger. I'm a student at Barnard College. I guess what I'm basically wondering is what your main considerations are when you're choosing where to donate and what causes to donate to, and what the main challenges are that are associated with that.
Yeah, well, I wholesaled it because I made a choice that I wanted to have. Well, originally, my first wife and I planned that I would pile it up and she would unpile it, but that was plan number one. But she died in 2004, and then I had the problem of figuring out the best way to distribute what would turn out to be a lot of money, and I wanted some people who had similar values and similar objectives to what I had, but I also wanted people who would pour in intelligence and energy, and in the case of Bill and Melinda, a lot of their own funds, would work at it full time, but who really saw society as I saw it, which was that every life is of equal value. And that if you start with that, and then you figure what you might be good at changing, whether it's in medicine or education or early learning or whatever it may be, you know, that was my answer, was the wholesale. Retail philanthropy would drive me crazy, but wholesale philanthropy I really like.
Bill?
Yeah, for our work at the foundation, the belief in innovation, which both Melinda and I saw at Microsoft, our question was, okay, how do we bring that kind of innovation to help the world's poorest? And we learned that coming up with new vaccines, that although you can pay a lot to have them created, the marginal cost comes down to less than $1. So getting a new vaccine for the main cause of diarrhea or pneumonia, that can be a phenomenal thing. So you're looking for these super nonlinear dramatic things, because as a, you know, per poor person or compared to government funding, philanthropy is actually quite small, and yet funding vaccine projects, the government isn't as good as that as a philanthropist who assembles a team and over time is learning how to do that very well. And we had models. You know, Rockefeller Foundation was a phenomenal foundation. The Green Revolution is just one of many things that they did which raised agricultural productivity and avoided hundreds of millions starving. And so studying the other foundations that have taken these big breakthroughs and created a model out of those, that was very informative to what we've gone after.